There's a great deal of casual worship these days. People stroll into church like it's a coffee shop, flip-flops, phones, and a mindset that says, God should be glad I showed up. But here's truth for us. When God shows up, everything changes. And when we show up before Him, we would be advised to know we're standing on holy ground. My name is Dave Hughes, and this is Glory Bound Ministry. We'll take a look at Exodus 3, verses 5 and 6. Then he said, Do not come near here. Remove your sandals from your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground. He also said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Then Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God. Let's set the scene. Moses is out in the wilderness tending sheep. Nothing fancy. There's no temple, no choir, but he sees this bush, and it's on fire. The fire of God is burning in this bush. And when Moses turns aside to see, God speaks. First words, do not come near. That's not rejection. That's reverence. God is holy, and He sets the terms. Then He says, remove your sandals. Why? Because the very ground is holy. Not because of any geography, not because of tradition, because God is there. Let me ask you something. Do you know when you're standing on holy ground? Do you recognize the presence of God in your life? Or have we become so familiar with grace that we forget the fear of the Lord? God identifies Himself next, not as a new voice, but as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the covenant God, the faithful God, the God who keeps His promises. And Moses, he hides his face. He's afraid to look. That's not weakness. I think that's wisdom. When you truly encounter God, you don't strut, you bow. We need that kind of worship again, my friends, the kind that removes sandals, the kind that trembles. The Samuel-like response that says, Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. So here's our call. May we recognize holy ground, remove what defiles, reverence the one who speaks. And we calls our name, answer. Answer in humility and in love. Be ready to serve. Blessings. Have a wonderful day.